on, you boys and girls? Thanks for tuning into the show. This is the Success and Motivation Show on YouTube. Do me a favor, share the show, text it out to a friend, share it to your social media. All would mean so much to me. Heart bubbles to all of you. I also have a show on Rumble, and that's the Scott Ford Show, all one word. The Scott Ford Show, all one word, and that is on Rumble, and that's more of like a talk show where I just kind of talk about topical things going on, my opinion on things. It's kind of a variety of all kinds of things. Today's topic is going to be about learning something new every day. Everything that I talk about for the most part on this channel lead to like giving yourself and leading to living a better life. One of the ways to do that, to keep your mind young, to keep yourself fresh, to keep yourself interesting, to give yourself color, is to learn something new every day. You'd be surprised what that would do to your conversation skills. You're at a party, you're with a bunch of people, and you've just got all this raw data just floating around in your head. Interesting topics, things to talk about. Now, I started doing this on a regular basis, and it is funny because you start to think bigger and you start to think better, and it becomes fun because every day I ask myself, what can I learn today that I did not know before? And then all these things they actually just start flooding to you. So I've committed to at least one topic a day to learn something about. And sometimes it's just random things that pop in my head. I read from my Bible every single day. I had no idea how many books are in the Bible. 66. There are 66 books in the Bible. How many countries are there in the world? And I'm just going off memory. I have no notes in front of me. There's 195 countries in the world today. See, random things that you just didn't know about. How long ago were the pyramids created? Now some of these are going to be about because they can't really, slam it down, but they're about 5,000 years old, the pyramids. Interesting. How long ago did dinosaurs walk the earth? 65 million years ago. That's a long time. So just interesting topics, things that just kind of expand, things that you may have I didn't know that before. I knew a little bit about it, but I didn't quite know everything about it. So if you commit to learning something new every single day, this will be a quick episode because it kind of is what it is. Always work towards things that make you a better person. Now, preferably, and I'm sure it's going to end up like this for me too, but try to get knowledge that will really push your life forward, things that you could use. Some of these things I'm just picking up on are just senseless, just knowledge, just facts, things I didn't wow, I didn't know that. Really, that's interesting. But I want to start trying to get to a place where I want to learn something that I can actually use in my life. So right now it's just basically just random facts, things like that, random information. But eventually I want to get to a point where I start learning things that I can implement and use. So it'll be interesting. This will keep evolving. It'll become something more than what it is right now. But I'd be interesting, if you want to, in the comments below, just start throwing some random facts down at me. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be interesting. But it really will. Think about if you learn one new thing a day for 1 year. You commit to this for even just 1 year. And I plan on going for a long time with this. But let's say you do that. Imagine how much more information you'll have, how much more interesting you'll be in 1 year from now. So it's all about and kind of try to get areas where maybe you don't have a lot of interest in. What can you learn? Expand your horizons, keep your mind young. You don't want to flatline. You want to learn new things. You want to learn new skills. You want to throw yourself out there. Maybe learn a language. There's people that I've heard of stories where at 90 years old, they decided, you know what? I've never played guitar. I've always wanted to play guitar. So at 90 years old, they start to play guitar. They start to learn how to play guitar. You can learn a new language. Think about all the things where you're in a car, if you have traffic, I have at least a minimum of an hour and a half minimum, one way to work. What if I committed to learning 2 words of Spanish a day as an example? How much Spanish can I learn in 1 year if I did that? Things like that. Instead of complaining that you're stuck in traffic, how do you utilize that time? What can I learn right now? What can I do? And if you learned let's say a word as an example, And you just repeated it all day long. That's kind of what I do when I pick up a piece of information, a fact that I'm, what did you learn today? I learn it kind of earlier in the morning, and then all day long, I just kind of repeat it. That way it stays locked in the brain. And then sometimes I'll run into random people and I'll say, hey, do you know how long ago dinosaurs walked the earth? And most people don't know these just random facts. So it's not just learning a random fact just for the sake of learning a random fact. It's to keep that brain young, keep your mind going. Don't flatline. Stay young, be goofy, laugh. Find things that make you laugh. All right, my friends, like I said, do me a favor, share the show, text it out to a friend, share it to your social media. And thanks for your support. I truly do love you guys. Heart bubbles to all of you. Enjoy your life.
Daddy, Daddy, you're so awesome. Daddy, Daddy, you're so cool.